Welcome to Creative Minds Smart Money, the podcast where creativity and business smarts collide. I'm your host, Samantha Eck, bookkeeper, business coach, and your go-to guide for building the creative business of your dreams. Whether it's mastering your money, streamlining your systems, or growing your business, I'm here to share insights that empower you to thrive. Plus, I'll be bringing in industry experts to dive into all aspects of entrepreneurship, so you can turn your passion into profit without losing your creative spark. Let's get started. You're listening to the Creative Minds Smart Money podcast, where creativity meets business smarts. I'm your host, Samantha Eck, and I'm here to help you, my fellow creative entrepreneurs, turn your passion into profit without losing your mind in the process. Today, we're diving into a topic that, let's be real, we've all faced: slow months. You know the feeling: 1 month you're drowning in client work, feeling like you're finally on top of your game, and then the next, crickets. I'm talking about that eerie silence in your inbox. Your phone's not buzzing, and maybe a few too many long strolls to the fridge, wondering if your Wi-Fi is still working. Yeah, we've all been there. But today, we're going to tackle it head on. I'm going to share some actionable tips to not just survive these slow months, but use them to set up your business for even greater success. Trust me, these slow periods are a gift in disguise, even if they feel more like a curse at first glance. Ready to flip the script on those slow months? Let's get into it. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of how to handle slow months, we need to address the elephant in the room: your mindset. I know, it's the thing that everyone talks about, but no one actually wants to deal with. But here's the thing: if you're looking at your slow months as a failure, as a sign that things are going downhill, you're already setting yourself up for stress. Slow months happen to every single entrepreneur out there, not just creatives. It's not a you thing, it's part of running a business. The key here is to reframe how you see this time. Instead of thinking, oh my goodness, where are my clients? Why is this happening to me? Shift that to, great! Now I've got this space to focus on the stuff I've been putting off. Remember when we talked about cash flow? We discussed how important it is to plan for unpredictability. This is exactly what we're talking about. You knew the slow months were coming. You were ready for it. Now let's approach this like the creative entrepreneur that you are. Okay, now that we've given our mindset a little bit of a pep talk, let's talk about what we actually can do during a slow month. First things first, look at your business. Use this time to assess and adjust. When you're swamped with work, you don't always have time to zoom out and see what's working and what's not. Unless you might be planning some CEO days, which we'll talk about at some point. Now's your chance. You've got the luxury of time, so let's use it wisely. One thing I always recommend is doing a financial health check. This is where all those financial reports we talked about in the episode where we discussed knowing your financials come into clutch. Review your profit and loss, cash flow statement, and balance sheet. Look at where your money's coming in, and more importantly, where it's going out. Are there expenses that are just draining you? Are you investing in things that aren't paying off? Get real with yourself and trim the fat where necessary. Next, let's talk about those systems. You know those workflows that keep your business moving? Yeah, those. Now's the time to tweak, optimize, and improve them. We touched on this in our episode with Nikki, where we talked about how you can use AI to streamline your business. You can start automating those repetitive tasks you hate and make sure your processes are solid. Use this downtime to get your business running like a well-oiled machine. Maybe it's finally time to start implementing that CRM system, looking at you, Dubsado lovers, or creating templates for your client onboarding. Basically anything that will save you time when your business picks up again. Get it done now. Because guess what? When those busy months return, you'll be thankful you did the groundwork during the quiet times. You'll be ready to roll, not scrambling to keep up. Now here's something that's easy to overlook during slow months: nurturing your current clients. I know it's tempting to go all out trying to attract new business when things slow down, but don't forget about the clients you already have. They're your bread and butter, and repeat clients are a whole lot easier to work with than you're constantly chasing new ones. Take this time to reach out and check in. Maybe you can offer a little extra value or ask if they need any additional services. This isn't about being desperate. This is about deepening those relationships. Your clients will appreciate the attention, and it may even lead to some unexpected new projects. Plus, it's a great time to collect those testimonials or case studies that you can use to build credibility and trust in the future. And if you've already invoiced those clients, now's a great time to review your invoicing process. You know, when we talked about invoicing in one of our episodes, yep, go check that out if you haven't already. Making sure your invoices are going out smoothly and consistently is the key to keeping your cash flow in check. Now, one of the most important things you can do during your slow periods is invest in yourself. And no, I'm not talking about buying yourself another cute planner that you'll probably forget to use in a week. Trust me, I know we've all been there. I've been there myself. I'm talking about learning, growing, and becoming a better business owner so that when business does pick up again, and trust me, it will, you'll be ready to crush it. Slow months are like a gift from God telling you, hey, you've got the time now, use it to become a powerhouse. Here's the thing. When we're in the thick of busy seasons, it's easy to keep our heads down and focus on the day-to-day grind. You're managing client work, balancing invoices. Yes, remember to get those invoices out on time. Remember to get those invoices out on time. And barely have time to think, let alone level up your skills. But during a slow month, that's your golden opportunity. Here's why this matters. The market is always changing. Whether it's new trends, new tools, or new platforms, business never stops evolving. And as an entrepreneur, you need to evolve with it. That could mean taking a course on a skill you've been dying to improve, reading up on industry trends, or even diving into business strategies you haven't fully mastered yet. Heck, it might mean finally learning how to get your SEO game on point. If you're not growing, you're staying still. And staying still in business is basically going backwards. So use this slow time to get ahead. Take that online course, read those books stacking up on your nightstand, or heck, maybe even hire a coach or mentor to help you see where you can level up. Or heck, maybe even hire a coach or mentor to help you see where you can level up. You want to be the business owner who says, yeah, I had a slow month, but I used that time to sharpen my tools, and now I'm coming back stronger than ever. Here's the mindset shift I want you to embrace. Think of slow months as prep time. You're not just surviving, you're setting yourself up to thrive. I know, you've heard me say this so many times. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. I will never stop repeating that. You don't want your business to be something that you're just surviving on. You want to be thriving. You're getting yourself in the best possible position so that when the floodgates open again, you're not scrambling to keep up, you're prepared, organized, and operating on a whole new level of confidence. If you've ever felt like you didn't have time to really master certain aspects of your business, now's your chance. Learn that skill, create that new service package, research new marketing strategies, do the things that make you more valuable as an entrepreneur. You're investing in yourself, and I promise you that's one investment that will always pay off. This isn't about adding more to your plate to feel busy during a slow period. Nope. This is about strategic growth. You're focusing on things that will push you forward. You're laying down the groundwork so that when business picks up again, you're ahead of the game. I know it sounds like I'm repeating myself over and over and over again, but it's so important to get this point across. Slow months are the perfect time to work on your business rather than just in it. So I'm going to need you to step that up and get proactive. Don't just wait for business to come back. Get ready for when it does. Make sure you're a better, smarter, more prepared business owner than you were before. Now, I know the temptation when things slow down is to hide. Maybe pull a little turtle move and retreat into your shell. But let me tell you this. Do not, I repeat, do not go invisible. Even when business is slow, keep marketing yourself. Keep showing up on social media. Keep sending that newsletter. Keep building those connections. You never know who's watching or when someone might need your services. And the key is when things get busy again, they'll know exactly where to find you. If you disappear now, you're going to be playing catch up when business picks back up again. So keep putting yourself out there and stay top of mind for when that next opportunity comes your way. Last but not least, and most important, give yourself some grace. It's so easy to get worked up during slow months, but don't forget to take care of yourself. Being an entrepreneur is already stressful enough as it is, and it's easy to burn out. Use this time to rest, recharge, and reflect. You can't pour from an empty cup, my friends. So take a day off, do something that fuels your creativity, and then go back to building that empire. You're used to this by now, but let's recap what we learned in this episode. We need to reframe our mindset. Slow months aren't failures, they're opportunities. Take this time to assess and adjust your business. Do some financial checkups, do some streamlining. Build your systems. Get your processes in place now so you're ready when things pick up. Focus on your current clients. Nurture those relationships and keep them happy. Invest in yourself so that you can learn, grow, and become a better business owner during slow months and come back stronger. Keep marketing. Stay visible even when things are slow. And don't forget to give yourself some grace and take a breather so that you can recharge that creative energy. Slow months don't have to feel like the end of the world. They're just a different phase in your business, and if you approach them the right way, you can come out stronger than ever. If you found this episode helpful, make sure to hit subscribe, share it with a fellow creative entrepreneur, and let's start handling your slow months like the pros that you are. Until next time, farewell, fellow travelers.